Good morning, and welcome to the CyBUr Smart Morning News Update. With the always evolving world of cyber threats and defense, you need a source you can trust. FBI retired Special Agent Darren Mott guides you through today's intricate cyber landscape and brings you the latest headlines and insights and what it means to you. Let's dive into today's cyber news.
Good morning, friends. It is Monday, November 6th, 2023. This is the CyBUr Smart Morning News Update. I'm your host, retired FBI Supervisory Special Agent Darren Mott. And did cybercrime end over the weekend? Sadly, it did not. So not a ton of news, at least not a ton of news that I'm going to really mention in this one. So I'm sure I'm missing some things. And as always, if you have news stories of interest that you think would be worth talking about, feel free to email me, Darren@thecyberguy.com. Only 5 articles today, so this will be a little shorter podcast than usual, which is probably good for a Monday morning. So first articles from cybernews.com, Stephanie Shepard reporting, Ace Hardware struggles to restore systems after quote-unquote malicious cyber attack. Why don't I just say ransomware is honestly beyond me, because we all know what it is, but maybe it's wrong. Let's see if we're wrong here. Home improvement retail giant Ace Hardware is struggling to recover multiple online supported business operations nearly a week after its IT systems were hit with a malicious cyber attack. All right, so they have multiple systems they can't get online. What else could it be? I wonder. Maybe it's a denial of service. I don't think so. We're currently unable to process orders online. Need it now? Visit your local Ace store. Hey, good marketing there. A banner splashed across the company's customer-facing website read, describing the attack as a fast-moving, dynamic situation with details changing rapidly. Ace CEO and President John Van Huysen sent an email to his more than 5,800 retailers on Monday to explain the system outage. On Sunday morning, we detected a cybersecurity incident. This is last Sunday. That's impacting the majority of our IT systems. As a result of the incident, just call it ransomware, for God's sakes. Many of our key operating systems, including AceNet, our warehouse management systems, and so on and so forth, are interrupted or suspended. All right, so let's see if we have any information here that gives us any. Okay, well, no cyber criminal group has stepped forward to claim credit for the attack. Global sales at Ace Hardware is $22 billion. They operate in 60 countries. So that's pretty much this. So basically, let's be honest. They hit with ransomware. They're trying to figure it out. Okay. There's going to be more information from this as we go forward in the week. Probably customer data stolen, going to be released if they don't pay the ransom, all that kind of stuff. So you heard it here first, but it's coming. Also from Cyber News, Stephanie Shepard, Stephanie was busy over the weekend. Henry Schein ransom negotiations fail, say attackers Alf v. Black Hat. Henry Schein, a major global distributor of healthcare products, is undergoing what appears to be intense negotiations after being breached by the Alf v. Black Hat ransom group in October. The gang says it will begin publishing portions of its trove by Friday. The Russian-linked ransomware gang claims to have exfiltrated a whopping 35 terabytes of sensitive data from the New York-based company and threatens to publish the stolen data on November 3rd if ransomware were not met. Now, here's my first question. Where are they storing that? How long did it take to transfer? So this goes back to something we talk about a lot as dwell time. How long were they in the system? They had to be there a while to be able to download or take 35 terabytes worth of information. I mean, I can't even do the math on if you had a really good connection going back to Russia, how long that's going to take, but it's going to take a while. So clearly they were in there for a while. Meanwhile, the company whose websites and business operations still experience issues confirmed again, scare quote, cybersecurity incident in a press release on August 15th. Just call it ransomware, people. No one's gonna be mad at you if you just call it what it is. I don't know why we have this constant need to downplay or mask what is going on. It happens to a lot of people. People are not going to stop using your products for the most part because you got hit with ransomware. It's obviously something that's a problem that's going along. So this company has 1 million customers across 32 companies. What else here? That's kind of the gist of it. There's background about Alf v. Black Hat if you're so interested. But anyway, another company hit with ransomware. Again, the thing that would be valuable in these news reports, and if someone could just tell some of these news places, is follow up later on how they get in. What is the methodology for how are these companies getting hit with ransomware? What is the thing that's making the thing happen, right? Is it a email with something they clicked on? Well, someone clicked something somewhere. I would love to know how. Just tell us how. That'd be so fantastic. But I digress. And I dream big dreams. All right, from bleepingcomputer.com, Sergey Gatlin reporting Okta breach, 134 customers exposed in the October support system hack. I mentioned when I first reported on the Okta breach that, again, this was a cybersecurity incident when they mentioned it, and that we will hear more about this going forward. And here we are hearing more about this. So Okta says attackers who breached its customer service system last month gained access to files belonging to 134 customers, 5 of them later being targeted in session hijacking attacks with the help of stolen session cookies. This is a little different than the ransomware stuff, but still a problem. So the 3 Okta customers that already disclosed they were targeted due to the company's October security breach were 1Password, Beyond Trust, and Cloudflare. They all notified Okta of suspicious activity after detecting attempts to log into in-house Okta admin accounts to breach the support system. The threat actors used credentials for a support service account stolen from an employee's personal Google account after they logged into their personal Google profile while using an Okta-managed laptop. So again, gets into something I've said a lot is don't allow your employees to access personal accounts on your corporate networks, especially Google. They don't need it. They have a phone. They have an iPhone. They have an iPad. Probably they can access those accounts on those devices. Don't put your own resources at risk for this kind of silliness. So, I mean, you reap what you sow. It's unfortunate. Here we are. So, well, again, Okta, this is not going away anytime soon for Okta. The one company who's happy is Progress Software because no one's talking about Move It right now. So yay for them, but more issues coming. All right, from Bleeping Computer, Bill Tolis reporting Apple's Find My Network can be abused to steal key-logged passwords. I saw this article Saturday. I wanted to make sure that I talked about it because it's interesting. Not exactly sure the methodology here, but Apple's Find My Location network can be abused by malicious actors to stealthily transmit sensitive information captured by keyloggers installed in keyboards. The Find My network and application is designed to help users. Well, we all know what it is, right? You can say Find My, you can find friends you're connected to and stuff like that. Let's see what else it says. The potential to abuse Find My to transmit arbitrary data besides just device location was first discovered by positive security researchers Fabian Brandluin and his team over 2 years ago, but apparently Apple addressed this problem. All right. Okay, good. The analysts have even published their implementation on GitHub called SendMy, which others can leverage for uploading arbitrary data to Apple's Find My network and retrieving it from any internet device enabled environment. So that's interesting. All right. So they did a proof of concept hardware device to highlight the risk to the public. They integrated a keylogger into an ESP32 Bluetooth transmitter into a USB keyboard to show that it's possible to relay passwords and sensitive data on a keyboard through the Find My network via Bluetooth. Interesting bug. You can actually see there's a generic attack diagram listed here, which is kind of interesting. But the one thing I don't see here is whether this is likely not been exploited in the wild, but it's certainly something that bears watching unless there's a fix to this. It does say that Bleeping Computer asked Apple for a statement on the abuse of Find My, but they have not received a response by the publication of this article. So that'll be something to pay attention to. Nothing you can do if you're an Apple user now, other than know that particular vulnerability is there. Hopefully there's a fix or more information on it coming forward. All right, lastly, this was actually give credit to Chase Cunningham on LinkedIn for noting this article. It's actually from the Daily Mail, from actually the Australian Associated Press. And it's an interesting headline, an interesting topic, but it kind of talks to nothing. Active cyber insurers to combat scourge of ransomware. Well, that's quite a headline, is it not? Companies are paying the prices. Hackers, yeah, we know that's, hackers are doing bad things. Yeah. Allianz Australia, I'm probably pronouncing it, and fast-growing American firm Coalition have joined forces to launch quote-unquote active cyber insurance that combines digital forensic cyber tools and incident response services with insurance policies, including ransomware coverage. Okay, they talk a little bit about what ransomware is, obviously. By combining insurance coverage and cyber tools, Coalition says it can help organizations reduce risk and respond to attacks. Sure, I bet it could. The San Francisco-based company already sells products in North America and the United Kingdom through relationships with leading global insurers, as well as their own insurance company. Now that product is just insurance, cyber insurance. But it says here, is there any more information on this? Frankly, there's not a whole lot on what this is going to do other than Coalition is offering cyber tools. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, I hope it works out. Now, this is not exactly they're combating it. They're providing tools that when you get hit with ransomware, you can then go try to resolve it afterwards. So it's not exactly a combat like they're going after the actors to make them stop doing what they're doing. They're just providing additional services in addition to their insurance. This is kind of a silly article, but I highlight it simply because this is where the media goes wrong so badly on cyber stuff. They don't understand it. They don't know how to report on it. And we're actually somewhat dumber because of it, but it is what it is. I guess I'm just as dumb for reporting it here to you, but I had to have something to talk about. So there we are. That's going to do it for today. These articles are listed in the show notes if you want to go read them. I would say the important ones to look at are the Okta breach and the Apple one is kind of interesting. Again, nothing you can do with it, but just, again, it helps you understand the threat picture out there because knowledge is protection. Cyber intelligence is very important. If we can understand the threats targeting us, we can assess our risk. Proceed wisely. I'm going to give you some more time to do other stuff on the day. I'm going to close out this podcast now. We'll be back again tomorrow with more cyber news because chances are the cyber bad actors are still at it, going to be at it, going to continue to be at it, and we'll be here to talk about all of it.
CyBUr Smart Morning News is written and produced by Cyber Guy Productions. Feel free to email thoughts, comments, or suggestions to Darren@thecyberguy.com. or follow Darren on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/DarrenMott. Thanks for listening.